Hey there, we're doing problem number 44 from section 7.3. The previous video did the example. Now I'm going to work one, but I'm choosing a little bit harder one. It's the tangent. Sine and cosine formulas are a little bit easier. So we have tangent of 2 cosine, arc cosine of x. All right, so let's get started on this one. This, if we knew the number, arc cosine of some number would give us an angle, but we don't know what it is, so we call it x. So the answer is going to be some angle. So this can be replaced with theta, so it'd be 2 theta. So tangent of this, we take this out because we know that's an angle, but we don't know what it is, and we just call it theta. Now that's tangent of 2 theta, that's a double angle. So look at your formula sheet and find the formula for tangent of 2 theta. And it's 2 tangent theta over 1 minus tangent squared theta. So they're both tangent theta, but this one's doubled, and this is 1 minus its squared. All right, what is tangent? Well, we got to go to our triangle. We know the cosine is x, and x needs to be a fraction because cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So that has to be over 1. So adjacent is x, and the hypotenuse is 1. And then the Pythagorean theorem, you take the bigger one squared minus the smaller one squared. So it'll be 1 squared, which is 1 minus x squared. And that's the opposite. So let's plug that in. 2 times tangent, which is opposite over adjacent. And underneath, instead of doubling it, we go 1 minus this tangent. And we square it. All right, now we got to try and, that is the answer, but it has to be simplified. The 2 can just be added to the top. By the way, this middle fraction bar should be longer than the one up here and the one down here. That's a long one, and then there'll be 2 shorter ones. That's 1 minus x squared, if you can't read it. The bottom, let's go ahead and square that, but leave the 1 alone. 1 minus on top. I see I forgot my radical. When you square the radical drops off, and you get 1 minus x squared. And when you square x, you get x squared. I'm going to leave the top alone. Two radical 1 minus x squared over x. And the bottom, we got to get a common denominator, which is x squared. So 1 would be x squared over x squared. Then we can put those 2 fractions together. So on top we still have 2 Radical 1 minus x squared over x. And the bottom now, this will become a negative 1, and this will become a positive x squared, so there's 2x squareds. And that 1 becomes a negative over x squared. Now, when we divide a fraction by a fraction, we flip the bottom one and then we multiply. So I'm going to come over here and do that. So the top one is still 2, 1 minus x squared times, I'm going to flip this one, x squared on top, 2x squared minus 1 on bottom. The only thing that cancels is one of the x's. So the other x is still there, so on top it's 2x root 1 minus x squared. That x is gone, so it's just 2x squared minus 1. I do believe this would be the hardest one on the test. The math's not hard, but it's just all these fractions and the complex fractions. Reducing it gets a little complicated. All right, and this one may not be on the test, but go ahead and try and do one of the other problems, like 46 or 42, whatever in the same section. It's a small section. There's only 4 problems. All right, see you on the next video.